Todd Hines, Epic March Train videos. The Minneapolis Northern lives again. Those March trains are heading down the line. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend.
Greetings and welcome to this Epic March Train video. A friend of mine asked me one time how I wired my layout. So I told him I'd make a video. Well, I decided I'll make a video for everyone. The first part of this video is at the Twin City Model Railroad Museum. We have a new layout we're building that has American Flyer, Marx, and Lionel trains. It shows how I wired up the Marx track on this layout, which is exactly the same way I wired mine, with some differences. The layout at the Twin City Model Railroad Museum used individual wires, where I used Romex on mine. So I show you how I did it at the museum and the difference between the museum's layout and my layout. So I hope you enjoy this. The first thing I did was take a spade bit and make drop-down wires from the track to the main wiring. I put a link below to the spade bits, and I got 18 gauge wire. I used 18 gauge speaker wire for my layout. White and a black, one to the center rail and one to the outside rail. And I used one of these to crimp the spade bit onto the wires. And when it's all done, this is what the wire will look like. Make sure you make it long enough to reach your wires underneath the layout. So the first thing I did is take a Sharpie and I make a mark on the layout underneath the middle track. And then I make another one underneath the outside track. And then I make a mark on the track, lining it up with the mark on the layout. Then I take a drill and move the track and make a hole where you made a mark on the layout. Make sure the hole is big enough for your wire and the end of the spade bit. Then take a thin flathead screwdriver and at your mark on the track, pry open the rail a little bit. Not too much. You want the spade bit to fit tight. On the layout at the museum, the white is the outside rail and the black is the inside rail. And then insert it back into the track, put the wires through the holes, and hook the track back up. This is what it will look like on the other underside. Then I take a barrel connector. I also left a link in the description for these. You do not have to strip the wires. The barrel connector goes through the wires and makes the connection between the two wires. The one from the layout and the one running under the layout. Here's where mine differs. I used Romex and not individual wires. I initially soldered them together, but that's kind of ugly. This is afterwards. I'm using some connectors that connects two wires together. It's used for wiring. This is the connectors. There's 3 individual ones here. You need one for the ground, one for the inside rail of one track, and one for the inside rail of the other track. What you do is you put the ends of the wires in, and oops, here we go. Put the ends of the wires in and flip these levers down, and that hooks the wires together. Connects the wires together, I should say. I hope you found that informative. Join us next time. I'll be doing a video on these 2 trains. They're my most recent acquisitions. So until then, thank you for joining me.
Todd Hines, Epic March Train videos. The Minneapolis Northern lives again. Those March trains are heading down the line. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend. See them cross the bridge and rounding